What's up YouTube, Swex here, and I am showing off a set that I am very fond of. I am a Marvel nerd, and this is a cool set. This is the Marvel Phase 1 Blu-ray collection. And as you can see, it's done up to look like the case from the Avengers that holds the Tesseract. You got the cool shield logo here. Let me bring it in closer. See that shield bird? And then, you know, it's just a normal briefcase. It's got a neat little embossed design on the back here. And then if you look up here, the handle's here. And then there's an Avengers logo and then the little clips to get inside. This Avengers logo is a button. And when you push it down, the bird lights up blue. Now, it doesn't stay lit up. The button doesn't stay pushed down. You have to keep it pushed down, but it's still pretty neat. So, with that said, I'm going to open this up. Now, an interesting anecdote about this briefcase. There was a problem when they were first releasing this, and it got delayed because the original design of the briefcase apparently infringed on some company out of Germany that makes briefcases, and so they sued. And so this got delayed, so we had to wait a little longer for it. But I think it was worth the wait. Now, these actually aren't clip clips. They're attached to the upper lid. You just kind of have to push up on them a little to open it. And when you do, blue light turns on, and you can see the Tesseract in the middle. And the movies are kept in these side trays here, right here. This is all plastic. The keypad is all plastic. This holder up here has some bonus materials, which I'll get to in a minute. And you got the Tesseract in the middle. So, I'll show you the Tesseract. Now this is just a plastic white cube. When you get this thing, there's a little plastic tab you got to pull out to get the batteries to work. And you smack it, and it does the little... And you can smack it in different ways and get it to flash differently, but then you put it back in and it kind of looks like it's flashing. See, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool little gift. Obviously it's, you know, not a super high quality, but it's good enough. So let's get to the movies. They are in these side drawers, and they're in these cardboard sleeves. So on this side, you've got Iron Man, and they've got cool custom artwork on the front of each one, and on the front of on the back, there's Tony Stark, and there's the Mark I. And then inside, you just got the disc here, and I'm pretty sure these discs are from the original Blu-ray discs, just put into these things, but it kind of just gives you a description of the movie. You've got Iron Man 2, Iron Man and War Machine are fighting together, and then on the back you've got those drones, and of course you got the movie in here. Now normally I'm not crazy about cardboard packaging, but that's seriously some cool artwork, so yeah. You got the Incredible Hulk. See Hulk smashing a car into two pieces. On the back there you've got Abomination. And then see, I mean, you can tell this movie is just from the original release, but it's still cool that you get all these. Here you've got the S.H.I.E.L.D. Avengers Initiative disc, and this isn't the bonus disc of the set. And there's some cool stuff on there. I won't spoil it, but there's some really neat stuff on there. And these little slots are slanted, so when you put the movies in, they stay in there. And this whole plastic piece with the Tesseract lifts up. I can probably show you that real quick. I'll take these movies out. Take the Tesseract out. This whole thing comes out. And then underneath, you can see the light bulbs that power up the thing. And at the very bottom is the battery cover, so you can access the batteries. They're 3 AAA batteries this thing takes. So it's cool that they made it easy to switch the batteries. I'm a fan of that. And these little notches here actually hold the movies in place when they're in the slots. So yeah, the whole thing's plastic, but it's pretty well done, I think. So we'll go ahead and put our Tesseract back in place. And we'll put these movies back in place. And they fit in pretty good. And then here we've got the Avengers. And this one's 2 discs, as it was. Captain America, the first Avenger, and you've got all the Avengers on here fighting it out, and then Loki by himself on the back. You've got Captain America there, and then Red Skull, and you can actually see a little bit of the Red Skull's face, which is cool. And then in there, it's 2 discs as well. And then you've got Thor shooting Mjolnir as he can. And then Loki again on the back. I really like the Thor case. 2 discs in there. And so, other than the Avengers Initiative bonus disc that you get some cool things up here. You get this little confidential envelope. And what this gets you is you get a card with a code on it. I'm not going to show you the code, but it's the field agent access code. I've already redeemed it anyway, but it's cool. It's like thick plastic, like a luggage tag. And then you get this cool little reader that you have to put over one of the documents in here. You have to figure out which one. And it gives you a website that you go to put your code in. And then you can see like an Ant-Man sneak peek. I thought there were a couple other sneak peeks, but I can't remember. And then you just got a maintenance pamphlet to tell you how to change the batteries and stuff if you can't figure out where they are. You got a certificate of authenticity here. Pretty cool. This also came out in 2012. And then you've got these files. You got this Shield security level 7 or above required folder. And it says Tactical Sys on there. And these are just full of little incidentals that kind of complete the experience. You've got these cool pictures of the Tesseract here. And then of course the Hydra logo, which is always really cool. Then you got Agent Coulson's business card. I like that a lot. Coulson is a badass. And then in the Shield folder you've just got these different files on the Tesseract. One on Black Widow, one on Hawkeye. And then, you've got the items that were recovered. And it's actually, see how there's blackness? Some of the words are blacked out. It's one of these that you have to put the reader over, and it'll tell you where to go on the internet to redeem your field access code. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. And then you've got these different folders on others. Here, this one is classified, inactive. This one's on Captain America. This one I like because they give you Captain America trading cards. Like they're old-timey looking. They're a little flimsy. I mean, they're not actual cards, but they're cool. They're done up enough. You get a pretty thick, good quality picture of Steve Rogers right there. And then you get more of these papers that just kind of tell you things about Cap. A picture of her here. It's cut out like it was cut out of a newspaper, so that's kind of cool. And then just more physical exam sheets. Pretty cool. And then there's one other thing in here. Doodles, like he was doodling. Picture of a monkey on a bike, and just these little cool things that connect to each character. Now we've got the Agent Romanoff, Tony Stark recruitment assessment folder here, and you can see it says Tony Stark up there. Very cool. This one, to start with, you got a blueprint here. And this blueprint is of the arc reactor that Tony and his father had at Stark Enterprises. You've got several of these little clear sheets. Together they make up the Mark I if you line them up correctly. I did it all wrong, but it's the Mark I armor. You've got this cool like paper clipping. Who is the Iron Man? I love stuff like this. I eat stuff like this up. You've got a Stark World Expo brochure, like a visitor's guide almost. Awesome. Love that stuff. And then you've got Aldrich Killian's card. A napkin that Tony Stark wrote on: for immediately release, we no longer make weapons. Sincerely, Tony Stark. Pepper, please post exactly as is. I love that. It's got a coffee stain on it. And this is actually a napkin too. This is a real napkin. And then you just got a drawing of a cube that I assume Tony did. And then the last thing in here that I really dig is a ticket to the tent of tomorrow at the World Expo. So, very cool stuff here. I will put this in the stack with the others because you've got filed Agent Coulson recruitment assessment. You can say it says Puente Tiguo up there. And this one just has Thor's hospital bracelet when he was in the freaking hospital. I think that's what this is, and you can actually wear it if you want. It's a quality plastic bracelet with sticky stuff on there. You've got Donald Blake's driver's license with Thor on there. I think that's pretty cool. And then you've got just these weird little doodles. Looking like black holes. You've got Jane Foster's ID badge here. I like that. So these are all tied obviously to the movie Thor. And then you've got a picture, kind of a silhouette of a man. You got a little page that says Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge to Asgard, and it's like a little story. It's almost like a children's book, but that's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig this whole set. I think they've included some really neat things in here that I, at least as a fan, appreciate. And then the last file we have is filed Agent Romanov, subject Dr. Bruce Banner. Dr. Banner, Bruce. So this is a Hulk folder here that Romanov obviously dug up on him. You can see the mysterious incident at Culver University Library. You've got a CryoSync label here. And this is actually, it looks metallic, but it's just cardboard, but it's pretty convincing because it's shiny. Shiny cardboard. They did a good job with it. You've got another file here that's partially blacked out, and then you've got, there's Liv Tyler, Elizabeth Ross there. Research database pamphlet, which is all very cool. And then you've got a label, and this is actually a sticker. Pingo Doce with Guarana Kick, product of Brazil. Yeah, this is a sticker. I haven't peeled it and I probably won't, but you can. And then last but not least, you've got another Stark blueprint of the vehicle. I know it's a little hard to see, but yeah, there's different blueprints on there of the vehicle in the movie. And so that is the Phase 1 set in a nutshell. This plastic holder keeps everything in place, and then it shuts nicely, locks nicely, and you've got yourself kind of a cool case that lights up and does other stuff. And this is the Phase 1 set. The next one's going to be Phase 2, which will have the new Thor, new Cap, Avengers 2, that kind of stuff. I like that they're doing it this way because it doesn't force people to constantly rebuy everything if you just wait until the Phase sets come out. You know, they could be greedy and they could just release all the movies in one big set so they could combine set 1 and 2 and force you to rebuy that. I don't think they're going to do that. I think that's the purpose of these, so that you can get each phase as they come out, and they're not going to make you buy an ultimate huge collection. But let's be honest, with how good Marvel's doing, you know they probably will at some point release the ultimate Marvel whatever, but maybe not. They're doing good enough with these sets here, and I like the way they're releasing them in the formats. I can't wait to see Phase 2. We're obviously a ways off from that. There's more movies to make. They still have to make Avengers 2. Guardians of the Galaxy is going to fit in there somewhere too. So, you know, we have a ways to go, but they're doing good. I think they're doing good. Love this set, and just give me a comment if you like the set. And until next time, this is Swex signing off.